it comes in to help the city, in fact, at a time where it's struggling so much. And I think this news filtered through the market in the last 2-3 days. And we've seen that there's some stability and a tilt towards maybe marginal appreciation on the currency market since the news filters through. And so if the deal succeeds, and then we rake in that match, what it does immediately is that it helps to improve the city's outlook. Government also gets money to finance its budget for the year 2022 without having to depend solely on domestic borrowing, which is quite costly. And given the inflation environment we are in now, yields on government bonds would even increase to much higher levels, really. And so it helps them solve the financing problem, at least for the first half year, while also supporting the city, really. I think that is the major significance of this 2 billion facility. Under these circumstances, where exchange rate is in a free fall, inflation on a rise, foreigners will leave your market, and they will leave because they sense risk. And that is the risk of attracting foreign capital, really. They come in a good time, but when there is risk, when there are troubles, they will go back in the same way they came. And you will see pressures on the currency, as opposed to local borrowing, where in worst case scenario, you can print currency and pay them. So the only thing about this one is that it might be more costly than maybe your typical Eurobond, but then it is not a facility that investors will run away if the problems are there, because it's a syndication loan and not a kind of a bond you've issued, really. And so loans are fixed terms. You may not be able to recall them back and all of that, and you hope that at the time of maturity, they would have paid you plus the interest, really. That is the only difference this one makes. Otherwise, it's not too different from how we've been supporting the city so far. And it's an addition to the debt stock as well. But hey, we will borrow anyway, be locally or domestically, internationally, we'll borrow anyway. So yes, it's an addition to the debt stock, but consistent with what the 2022 budget is expecting.